Welcome back, guys. How are you today?
We've had a busy week.
Well, maybe you can tell me all about it later.
We will.
Good. We've been talking about creation for a few weeks. Today, I want to talk about how God created people. See, He made people very special. Did you know that?
I know some special people. Most of my best friends are people. And you're a people too.
Yes, I am. Do you know what makes people extra special among God's creations?
Opposable thumbs?
Well, thumbs are special, but no, Teddy. There are a few other creatures out there that God gave thumbs to, too.
Haha, you said choo-choo.
What I'm talking about is called the image of God. God created people in His own image. He actually formed Adam from the dust of the earth, and then He breathed life into him. God gave His own image to humanity. That's something very special.
Does that mean that people are like little gods?
No, not at all, Teddy. See, we're made in God's image. We have things about us that are like God, but we aren't gods. We can do things like relate to one another, we can understand ourselves and each other, we can love one another, and all of these things come from being made in God's image.
Wow, I wish I was made in God's image too.
Well, that's just not a gift that God chose to give the animals. It's something special that sets human beings apart, but it's also something special that keeps human beings together.
What do you mean that it keeps people together?
Well, God's image sets us apart from the animals, but it gives all people the same base value. There are lots of differences in people. There are short people and there are tall people. There are big people and there are small people. People have lots of different colored hair and lots of different shades of skin, but despite the many differences, they're all made in God's image.
How does that help though?
Well, if I look at another person and I see someone different, then I might disrespect them. I might get jealous of what they have that I don't. I might not treat them as someone who's just like me. Even though there are differences between us, when I understand that everyone is made in God's image, it brings me a new respect for them. If when I look at another human being, I see God's image in them, I'm instantly connected to them. It becomes my responsibility to treat them well.
That's a good point. I'm not sure I've ever thought about it that way, but I'll sure keep it in mind.
Well, how do you think that might help you, Teddy?
Well, it sure makes me less likely to bite people. I mean, I don't want to disrespect God by disrespecting His image bearers.
Well, that's a good plan for everybody. Besides that, it wouldn't do you much good to bite anybody.
Why not?
Well, you don't really have teeth.
I do.
Yes, you do. You're not thinking of biting me, are you?
Of course not. Teddy's right. I wouldn't want to disrespect God either. But I might bite him. Eep!